Today I'm reviewing the Skytech Gaming Legacy 4 desktop with the AMD Ryzen 9 9950X3D and NVIDIA RTX 5090. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've been using this machine for a mix of real-world tasks, high-detail gaming, creative workflows, large project builds, and day-to-day multitasking with many apps open. These impressions come from extended use, not just synthetic scores. Let's set expectations early. This is not a budget or mid-range system. It's positioned as a high-performance desktop meant to handle demanding use without hesitation. It's also not a single-purpose workstation. Gaming and general creative work are both part of the everyday experience here. In daily gaming, the combination of the RTX 5090 and Ryzen 9 9950X3D delivers very high frame rates at 1440p and strong performance at 4K with most titles. It doesn't feel like it's running at a limit, instead, it handles consistent load over long sessions. Competitive shooters and open-world AAA games alike feel fluid, with stable pacing rather than abrupt dips or spikes that sometimes show up on lesser systems. For creative workloads, video editing, complex timelines, large image files, the extra cores and cache of the 9950X3D help keep responsiveness high. Switching between heavy tasks feels more natural than with many mainstream gaming desktops. Still, expectations matter. This isn't a system that makes thermal constraints disappear entirely. Under continuous peak loads, thermals run warm, and fans spin up predictably. The behavior is controlled and not harsh, but you can hear the system working when it's pushed hard. That's typical for high-end desktops without exotic cooling. Noise under load stays consistent rather than erratic. It's not whisper quiet, but it avoids sharp spikes that draw attention away from what you're doing. In lighter tasks, fans stay low and background noise is minimal. The 64GB of DDR5 at 6000 MHz gives plenty of headroom for multitasking in heavy applications. Games, streaming, browser tabs, and productivity apps coexist without bumping against memory limits. It's not memory you'll outgrow quickly, which reduces the urge to upgrade soon. The 4TB Gen4 NVMe SSD stands out in everyday use. Boot times, application loads, and large asset access all feel instantaneous. Having that much fast local storage removes a frequent compromise in high-end builds, having to juggle multiple drives or external arrays early on. Build quality and internal layout feel thoughtful. Cable routing is clean, the case feels solid, and setup was straightforward from unboxing. Including a 1200W Gold PSU gives quiet headroom and future upgrade flexibility without immediate power concerns. Now let's position it logically. If you're comparing this to a custom build, hand-picked parts can sometimes shave a bit off the cost. That's often true even at this tier. Where a system like this earns its place is in being ready from the start, a cohesive configuration without you sourcing each component. If you're comparing it to lower-tier gaming desktops, the difference isn't just numbers. You feel it in sustained performance, responsiveness under load, and the ability to handle concurrent workloads without bottlenecks. This system makes the most sense for buyers who want strong, sustained gaming at 1440p/4K, do heavier creative or productivity tasks, prefer a high-end pre-built with minimal setup, value large, fast storage and ample memory, want flexibility without early upgrades. One honest trade-off: at this level, absolute silence isn't realistic unless you add custom cooling. Fans work as expected for the performance class, not in a way that hides effort entirely. Here's the rational takeaway. If your goals include high frame rates across modern titles, smooth creative workflows, and a desktop that feels capable rather than strained in mixed use, the Skytech Legacy 4 aligns well with those expectations. It's not about hype, it's about delivering consistent, measurable performance in real scenarios. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.